Good morning guys and welcome to another video. I am currently filming in my kitchen and I am having to lean on the counter at quite an awkward angle to get my face in shot. Also not sure why I said good morning because it'll be 6 p.m-ish when this gets uploaded, but it's morning here just now, so morning it is. Now for this video I am going to be trying something that for me is a completely new style and it is going to push me right out of my comfort zone. I am going to be doing 24 hours eating my favourite foods from M&S, although it won't actually be 24 hours because I have been asleep for half of them, but you get the idea. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. If you don't like it, don't be afraid to tell me why you don't like it. And while I'm on the subject of likes, please subscribe if you haven't already and click on the notification bell. So I am just going to put in a quick disclaimer here. This is not a typical day of eating for me. It is me eating all my meals and snacks today, and they will be favourite things of mine from M&S. It's just a snapshot, one day. Okay, I think that's everything and I am pretty hungry. So the reason we're in the kitchen, breakfast. So for this video of eating M&S favourites for 24 hours, I am going to start off with Warburton's crumpets and Graham's spreadable butter. The reason being, I haven't actually been to M&S yet to buy the food for this video. I am going to do that after breakfast, but I've already got the crumpets and the spread is just the spread that I always use. So, toaster. I really need to work on building some upper body strength. So 2 crumpets. There is actually an M&S element to this with these spreads. So I'm going to have 1 on each crumpet. My favourite is the golden blonde one, but I also really like the salted caramel one. And yeah, made sense to just use both. So I'm just waiting for my crumpets to pop and then I will put them back in for another go on setting number 1, because double toasting them just gives them a nice crunchy top and makes them even more delicious. I am going to stop filming until they are ready. I find that putting butter on before you put the spread on just makes it even nicer. So that's the chocolate and caramel one. I will be honest and say that it doesn't have much of a chocolate taste, which is probably why I like it, because it's much more of a caramel flavour. How good does this look? And the blonde spread. Oh, it smells so incredible. Yum. Right, breakfast ready. I'm going to take it through and I'll take you with me and get munching. So I was going to sit on the sofa to eat these and then thought I will probably end up dropping them and making a mess. So I'm just going to sit at the table. So I'm going to have the chocolate and caramel one first, just because I tend to eat the thing. Let me start again. I tend to save the best for last. So yeah, you know what I mean. It's too early. Yum. So yeah, I probably should have planned this better. I know exactly what I want to get. It's just I didn't have a chance to go and get any of it yesterday. So fingers crossed they have everything that I want in stock. If not, then I do have backup options. The list of things that I love from M&S is quite a long list. I can't decide what to do with my hair today. This is just how it looks if I've done nothing to it. Just dried it, basically. So I don't know if I should straighten it. Or I don't know. Put it up somehow. I'm not going to curl it because the weather forecast is not great. If I have to like put my hood up or it's windy, it just ruins the curls and it is not worth it. Sorry, this is not a pretty sight for you to be seeing. So, I need to do my makeup as well. I've actually got the eyeshadow palette here. It's Ocean Blues and it's from the Makeup Revolution range. I know that they're not like a high-end brand, but they're affordable and oh, this is so delicious. But the colours are a really good pigment. Look how pretty these ones are. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I do love colour and I love playing with it. And okay, I might look like a toddler has attacked me with face paints, but I don't care. You've probably noticed if you've watched other videos or looked at my Instagram, but I don't bother with foundation. I have got some, but I think I'm quite lucky with my skin. It's quite clear, so I don't need foundation, and to be honest, I can't be asked. Right, I will be sorry to finish this crumpet because it was delicious. But I am going to go and put on some wall paint and then go and forage for goodies at M&S. Let's go to M&S for some food. So that was a reasonably successful trip to M&S. I was able to get most of the things I wanted. There was one thing I couldn't get and I'm kind of gutted, but I'll get onto that later. For now, I'm going to have a snack and I have got the pineapple, melon and grape fruit pot. Now, it's not that this is my favourite fruit pot from M&S. I like all of them. This is just the one that I fancied. So the favourite that this represents is just M&S fruit. It's just, it always seems to be so fresh and so full of flavour. But I think the nicest fruit I've ever had was in Florida. I mean, everything there was just so fresh and so tasty. Probably because it hadn't had such a long journey to get to the shelves. That was a great holiday. We went to Disneyland. We didn't do all the theme parks. The Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and MGM. and we did Universal as well. I'd love to go back. I'd like to go back now that I'm legally old enough to drink in Florida. And I'd also like to go back with kids, because I think as long as they were sort of not too little, because you'd want them to remember it, I think. But yeah, I think that would be good fun. And so many flavours of Ben and Jerry's. I am just stuffing this in my face, but I really am really hungry. But yeah, it would be good to go on holiday. Just anywhere, really, after the past 2 years. Final piece. I'm not just having fruit for a snack. So I am also having the sticky toffee trifle. This is toffee sauce layered with sponge and custard, topped with cream and butterscotch pieces. Now, this was actually going to be my dessert after dinner, but when I was going to get it, I walked past my favourite, absolute favourite dessert that M&S do, and it's normally £5, but they have one of them reduced because the expiry date is today, so I grabbed it, and then I got the trifle anyway, because why not? I like it. So I didn't really show you the fruit salad, but most people know what a fruit salad looks like. So if you like sticky toffee and you like trifle, this is lovely. And I think the balance of the custard and the cream and the sponge is just right. I wish they did a full-size version. I think they did at Christmas, but it was like 20 quid or something. I'm trying to remember what else we did in Florida. I know we went to a restaurant called the Golden Corral, which was basically an all-you-can-eat buffet. That is a great place to take teenage boys. If they eat anything like the teenage boys in my family, then yeah, you'll get value for money. I'm really bad at maths, and I can't do the whole trying to calculate not just the exchange rate to work out what it would be in pounds, but in America when you've got to add on the tax, or they add it on at the till, so the price on the ticket is not actually the price you pay. There's always a bit of tax to go on it, and I could never get my head around it at all. I actually haven't had this for quite a long time, so I had forgotten how amazing it is. If anyone watching has been to Florida, tell me what you thought of it and where you went. Right, I'm going to go and try and do something semi-productive, and I will see you when it's time for lunch. So, lunch. I wish I could say that I made this from scratch, but I didn't. It is roasted mushroom and mascarpone pasta. I really love this because I love pasta and I love mushrooms. Normally I would probably have something like this for a dinner rather than a lunch, but the thing I've chosen for dinner and this I couldn't pick between, so I thought, well, I'm not going to, I'm going to have both. So good. I have got this book because I quite like to read when I'm eating if it's not something too messy, and I have been dying to get my hands on the new Claire Mackintosh, and it was £6 in Sainsbury's for the hardcover, so yeah, I got it. She's one of my favourite authors, and I highly recommend her if you like a psychological thriller. This is such a lovely pasta dish, and it was only 3.5 minutes in the microwave. I even put it into a pasta bowl just for you guys, rather than eating it out the container it was in. I'm actually going to start reading this book now, and I'm just going to pop you guys on time lapse while I eat the rest of this. I feel quite full after that, but it was delicious. I know some people are like 3 meals a day, no snacks. Not me. I am definitely a snacker. What I really wanted to get was the Billionaire's Yum Nut, but they didn't have any. So I have a fruit scone from their bakery. I have used the Graham's spreadable butter again, and the jam is Bon Maman fig jam, because this is how I like to eat my scones. So, not a yum nut, but it is still one of my favourites. I think these are probably the best bakery scones from any sort of like supermarket that I've had. I am so excited for Bake Off coming back. I haven't actually looked properly at the baker lineup for this year, so I'll need to go on and actually see who's competing in it. Bon Maman is my favourite jam brand as well. I used to do a lot of baking, but that was pre-COVID, because when lockdown came in, it's like, well, I don't really have anyone to bake for. So I just basically stopped. But I can't remember which series it was, but there was one where I decided that every single week, whatever the signature bake was, I was going to do that. And let's just say I would not have made it to the final. It must have been one of the years when it was still on BBC, because one of the recipes was a Mary Berry. It was the cherry loaf cake. But I think it got to donuts or something, and I couldn't make donuts because I didn't have the right kind of pan. And I tried making jam once, and it was strawberry jam, and I got jam sugar with extra pectin. It was solid. Once it had set in the jars, it was actually solid, because I shouldn't have used that particular sugar. Having said all this, I am actually a good baker. Not so hot with the decorating, but what I bake usually tastes good and is edible. Unless it's jam. And fudge. I had a nightmare with fudge as well. So, I'll see you when I'm ready for dinner. So for dinner, it was just going to have to be pizza. And this is their meltingly good cheese and tomato. And I've also got some of their cranberry pink lemonade, which I really enjoy as well. So I am looking forward to having this. I haven't cut this very well. In fact, I haven't cut this slice at all. Hang on. I'll be right back with a properly cut pizza. Let's try this again, shall we? I do love the M&S chilled pizzas. So tonight I am looking forward to watching the first dinner party from Married at First Sight UK. I am slightly behind on the episodes, but I'll make sure that I get caught up tonight, because I think there's going to be some fireworks. I have to say, I was a bit disappointed that I didn't love any of the wedding dresses. I think all the brides looked gorgeous. And there were some dresses that I thought were quite nice, but there weren't any that I thought, wow, that dress is amazing. But I'm not one of those people that when I was a kid, you know, I'd pretty much planned out my dream wedding and all of that stuff. And also, I'd be so gutted watching it back if I'd been sent on honeymoon to Lake Windermere and I'd seen everyone else going off to all these hot countries, well, Switzerland as well. But I mean, don't get me wrong, Lake Windermere, never been to it. Sure, it's lovely. I mean, it looked lovely, but for a honeymoon, I would want to go somewhere hot. Some of the couples they've matched, it seems that they've put them together because they know that it's not going to work, but it'll make good entertainment. But I don't have a favourite couple yet. I'm going to put you on time-lapse again while I finish my pizza. Meant to say, I took my hair down because I find that if I have it up for a long period of time, it starts to hurt the back of my head. It's just a random thing I thought I'd chuck in there. Okay, I'll just put it back on time-lapse now. I am stuffed. I'll eat this last little bit, but I'll put these other 2 slices in the fridge. So I'll see you for dessert. Last thing on the menu for today. This is, believe it or not, it is actually 1/4. It looks very small on the plate. It is the Sunken Salted Caramel Cheesecake. Normally £5, but I got it reduced. If you haven't tried this cheesecake, you need to. It is, in my opinion, the best that you can get from a supermarket. It's got a good thick base, good cream cheese there, plenty of topping. I'm not sure how much or how many servings one cheesecake is meant to do. Pretty sure it's more than 4. But who pays attention to serving sizes anyway? I'm going to go off and end the video here. It's been fun to try something different. Let me know if you want to see something similar to this again from me in the future. Equally, if you don't, let me know that as well, because I want to put out content that people want to watch. So I'm going to finish my cheesecake and the dinner party in Married at First Sight, and I will see you for the next video. Bye.